Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the idea of hitting 10,000 steps a day, especially as you get older? Many Americans over 60 find themselves wondering if this popular number is truly necessary or even achievable. The good news is, recent scientific research suggests that the 10,000 step target, while well-intentioned, might not be the most effective or even accurate benchmark for health and longevity, particularly for our demographic. This figure originated more from a marketing campaign in Japan in the 1960s than from rigorous scientific study. For years, it's been the default, leading many to believe they weren't doing enough, even when they were getting significant health benefits from fewer steps. We'll dive into what the science actually says, and it might just surprise you. Stay with us to discover your true ideal. Recent studies, particularly one published in The Lancet Public Health, have provided a much clearer picture of optimal step counts for older adults. This large-scale meta-analysis, combining data from 15 studies across 4 continents, looked at nearly 50,000 participants. It found a significant reduction in mortality risk for adults aged 60 and older, who walked between 6,000 and 8,000 steps per day. Going beyond 8,000 steps did not offer substantial additional benefits in terms of mortality reduction. This is fantastic news because it means you don't need to push yourself to extreme levels to reap significant health rewards. It's about finding that sweet spot where consistency and impact align. But what does 6,000 to 8,000 steps actually look like in your daily life? So, for Americans over 60, the research points to a sweet spot of approximately 6,000 to 8,000 steps daily. This range is associated with a 50 to 65% lower risk of premature death compared to those taking fewer than 4,000 steps. To put this into perspective, 6,000 steps is roughly equivalent to 2.5 to 3 miles, depending on your stride length. This could be a 30-minute brisk walk, combined with daily activities like grocery shopping, housework, or gardening. It's a very achievable goal for most older adults, offering substantial health benefits without the feeling of needing to train for a marathon. The key isn't just the number though, it's how you get there. We'll explore methods for making this a consistent habit next. While the number of steps is important, consistency often trumps intensity, especially as we age. Aiming for 6,000 to 8,000 steps most days of the week is far more beneficial than sporadic, high-intensity efforts followed by days of inactivity. Imagine this. Walking 7,000 steps every day for 5 days a week gives you 35,000 steps. Compare that to hitting 12,000 steps one day, and then only 3,000 for the next 4 days, totaling 24,000. The consistent approach builds endurance, improves cardiovascular health steadily, and supports joint mobility without excessive strain. Irregular bursts can sometimes lead to injury, setting you back. How can you make consistency an easier part of your routine? Let's talk practical strategies. Integrating 6,000 to 8,000 steps into your daily life doesn't require a gym membership or complicated routines. Start by looking for opportunities to move more. For example, if you typically drive to the local pharmacy, try walking if it's within a 15 to 20-minute radius. That alone could add 2,000 to 3,000 steps. Instead of sitting during commercials, walk around your living room. Take a short, brisk walk after each meal. If you have a dog, those walks add up quickly. Even household chores like vacuuming or gardening contribute. A good strategy is to break it into smaller segments. 2 15-minute walks and a 10-minute walk, plus your normal daily activity, could easily get you there. But what about the quality of those steps? It's not just about the total step count. The intensity of your walking also plays a crucial role. Research indicates that moderate intensity walking provides significant cardiovascular benefits. What does moderate intensity feel like? It means you're walking fast enough that you can still talk, but you can't sing. You should feel your heart rate elevate slightly and maybe break a light sweat. For some, this might mean a pace of 2.5 to 3 miles per hour. Vigorous intensity, where you can only speak a few words at a time, offers even greater benefits but should be approached gradually and with doctor consultation. The goal is to incorporate a mix, ensuring a good portion of your steps are at least moderate. This helps strengthen your heart and lungs, but beware of a common mistake many make. Here's what happens if you push too hard too fast, a mistake many make with good intentions. Let's say Martha, 68, suddenly decides to jump from 3,000 steps a day to 10,000, inspired by an old fitness article. She goes out and walks for an hour, feeling great initially. But the next day her knees ache, her ankles are swollen, and she's so sore she can barely move. This setback discourages her, and she stops walking altogether for weeks. The body needs time to adapt. A sudden increase in activity, especially in intensity or duration, can lead to injuries like shin splints, plantar fasciitis, or knee pain, derailing your progress entirely. Slow and steady wins the race and helps you avoid weeks on the sidelines. So, how do you safely increase your steps? To safely increase your daily steps, aim for a gradual progression. A good rule of thumb recommended by many experts is the 10% rule. This means increasing your total weekly steps by no more than 10% each week. For example, if you currently average 4,000 steps a day, 28,000 steps a week, you could aim for 30,800 steps the following week. This translates to roughly 4,400 steps a day. This slow, steady increase allows your muscles, joints, and cardiovascular system to adapt without undue stress. Listen to your body. If you feel pain, rest or reduce your activity. Remember, the goal is sustainable activity, not a sprint. Proper footwear is also key for protection. Don't underestimate the importance of good footwear and proper walking form. Worn-out shoes can lead to foot, knee, hip, and back pain, and even increase your risk of falls. Invest in a comfortable pair of athletic shoes with good arch support and cushioning. Replace them every 300 to 500 miles, or roughly every 6 to 12 months, depending on your activity level. As for form, keep your head up, looking forward, not down at your feet. Relax your shoulders, keep your core lightly engaged, and swing your arms naturally. Land on your heel and roll through to your toes. This not only makes walking more efficient, but also reduces strain on your joints. Getting the right gear can make all the difference, but what if you have mobility challenges? If you face mobility challenges, don't despair. Walking is adaptable. If balance is an issue, consider using walking poles or a cane for added stability. If you have joint pain, water walking in a pool can provide buoyancy and reduce impact while still offering resistance. Even short bursts of walking, say 5 to 10 minutes several times a day, can accumulate significant benefits. Focus on what you can do and gradually build from there. Consult your physician or a physical therapist for personalized advice on adapting your walking routine. They can help you identify safe modifications and exercises that complement your walking. Remember, any movement is better than none, and every step counts towards a healthier you. But there's one more crucial element. While step count is a great metric, it's not the only indicator of a healthy, active lifestyle. Consider incorporating other forms of movement that improve strength, balance, and flexibility. Activities like gentle yoga, tai chi, or simple resistance band exercises can complement your walking routine beautifully. These can enhance your overall mobility, reduce your risk of falls, and support your joints. For example, spending 15 minutes twice a week on balance exercises can significantly improve your stability on walks. It's about building a holistic approach to movement that supports your body from all angles. A well-rounded routine helps keep you active and resilient. What's the biggest takeaway from all this research? The biggest takeaway for Americans over 60 is this. You don't need to chase an arbitrary 10,000 steps to achieve significant health and longevity benefits. The research strongly supports a more attainable goal of 6,000 to 8,000 steps per day. This range is associated with a substantial reduction in mortality risk and offers a sweet spot for cardiovascular health, joint mobility, and overall well-being. Focus on consistency, gradual progression, and listening to your body. Remember to incorporate moderate intensity and consider complementary exercises for strength and balance. Consult with your doctor before starting any new exercise regimen to ensure it's right for you. Your path to a healthier, more mobile life is within reach. So instead of fixating on a number that might not be right for you, empower yourself with the latest research. Aim for that 6,000 to 8,000 step sweet spot. Enjoy your walks and celebrate every step towards a more vibrant, mobile future. Your body will thank you. If you found this information valuable and want more practical, evidence-based advice for health, mobility, and longevity, please consider subscribing to our channel. We're here to help you live your best life every single day.